My wife was left alone for 3 weeks, and I wish she'd just cheated instead. Am I underreacting? Alright, so here's my confession. I left my wife alone for 3 weeks and, honestly, I almost wish she'd just cheated on me. That would have been easier to explain to my friends, and frankly, easier on the furniture. So, I had to go to Germany for work. My wife, let's call her Jess, didn't want to come. You go network and eat schnitzel. I'll stay home, water the plants, and finally finish Breaking Bad, she said. She's 39, a fully functioning adult, and I figured she'd be fine. I mean, what could possibly go wrong in 3 weeks? Day 2, I get a text. Is bread supposed to bounce? Turns out, Jess decided to try her hand at sourdough. She followed some YouTube guru who apparently didn't clarify the difference between yeast and Epsom salt. The result? A loaf so dense it actually chipped our marble countertop. She named it Crumzilla and set it on the mantle like a hunting trophy. I'm not kidding. She even tried to get the dog to pose with it for Instagram. The dog said no. A few days later, she gets it in her head to reset her system and orders. I kid you not, 19 pounds of weird organic produce from some website that looked like it was built in 2003. Half of it arrives already growing its own ecosystem. The other half she juices. Exclusively. For a week. No solid food, just juice. By day 4, she's so dizzy she mistakes the laundry hamper for the fridge and loads all our frozen meals into it. I come home to a puddle of what used to be lasagna, and a wife who's now living on Pop-Tarts and peanut butter for balance. At some point, Jess just stops wearing clothes. Bathrobe only. Same one every day. By week 2, it's less cozy loungewear and more biohazard. There's a constellation of soup stains and, I swear, a faint outline of a carrot on the sleeve. The dog, usually a shameless cuddle monster, starts sleeping in the bathroom. He won't even look at her. When I finally get home, exhausted and jet-lagged, I walk into a living room that smells like a kombucha brewery exploded. Jess greets me with a wild hug, robe flapping open, holding a jar of pickles in one hand and a half-knitted scarf in the other. Apparently, she started knitting to calm her stomach. I don't ask questions. I just accept my fate. The next morning, I wake up to her whispering, "I think I'm a kombucha now," and then burping in her sleep. The dog has officially moved his bed into the shower. He's seen things. So I grab my keys and announce I'm going for coffee. The dog follows, looking like he's just returned from war. We sit at the cafe, me mainlining espresso, him staring into the middle distance. The barista asks if I want oat milk. I say, no thanks. My trauma's already liquid. Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm just impressed, bewildered, maybe a little scared. If this is what 3 weeks alone does, I'm never leaving her unsupervised again. Next time, I'm taking her to Germany, or at least hiding the Epsom salt. So yeah, hope your morning is less fermented than mine. And if your partner ever says, "Don't worry, I'll be fine," maybe just double check the pantry for hazardous materials. Edit. For everyone worried about Jess, the dog, or the sanctity of our fridge, everyone's fine. The dog is in therapy, read peanut butter and a weighted blanket. Jess is back to eating solids, and Crumzilla has been respectfully retired to the garage. No kombucha was harmed, and yes, the relationship survived. The only real casualty was the dignity of our fish, who had to witness the whole thing from his bowl.